Bischoff.
And you're Tucker Gomberg.
We're longtime environmental activists.
But sometimes it really feels like we're losing the battle.
But there are amazing stories from around the world that can inspire us and move us on to a sustainable path.
Join us for our Greenspiration Odyssey as we travel across Southeast Asia in search of inspiring ecological initiatives. Our voyage began in Kyoto, Japan in 1997 at the World Climate Summit, where the nations of the world gathered to sign an agreement to cut greenhouse gas emissions from power plants and cars.
As the world burns more coal, oil, and natural gas, the Earth's temperature is rising, causing extreme weather, melting ice caps, and more.
Coming here, I feel more convinced than ever that the real changes are going to happen at the grassroots level. I mean, what we see are people literally horse trading away the planet. I'll do this if you'll do that. No, I refuse to do this unless you give me that. And there's no sense that, one, this is urgent, and there's no sense that surely to goodness this comes before anything economic or political. A study done at the University of British Columbia shows that if every human being lives the way we live in Canada, we will require at least 2 more planets. We are living in a time when our societies continue to demand more. Even though we are already obscene over-consumers, we continue to say that our economy has to grow for our well-being. We have to reduce our carbon emissions by anywhere from 50 to 90%. If someone asks, is that possible, I would say we have no choice.
The message from Kyoto was clear to us. We've got to evolve from fossil fuels to clean and renewable energy. The big surprise is that it's not that hard to do, and it saves money.
Renewables are ready now. Solar energy is ready. It's what could solve both the problem of climate change and nuclear power at the same time. We must go back to the U.S. and organize better on the local level so that people understand that not only is the kind of change necessary to save the climate and to stop nuclear power important and necessary, but it's a good change to make. And it can't change until people take stock of how they're living and what their values are. I think if people took a real look at the health of their community, their family, their home, their own personal well-being, they would see that all these goods and all this development has not brought them happiness.
A deal was finally signed, but words are words. We cycled off to find those who were walking the talk and riding their bicycle.
Japan, land of the Toyota, was a cyclist's dream. Everywhere we saw businessmen in suits, astride 2 wheels, elderly people, school kids, shoppers. Everyone was riding as if it was the most natural thing to do. It was. Check this out. A multi-story bicycle parking garage in Osaka. And to help the cyclists get to the next floor, they had a special escalator. They actually considered cyclists' needs and spent money to make it convenient to ride and park at the train station. The result? X number of trips in Osaka are by bicycle.
The Japanese Amami Islands were a feast for our eyes as we swooped through stunning, unspoiled forest scenery. At night, we would pitch our tent in the wilds.
One night, we found ourselves waiting all night for a ferry boat. Needing protection from the elements, we pried open the shipping container and moved in for some sleep. At least the price was right. Bicycles and boats are made for each other. We just roll our vehicles onto the boat and enjoy the soothing ride.
In Kaohsiung, Taiwan, we were heartened to see cyclists carrying more stuff than we were, but we choked on the mad swarm of noisy, smelly, 2-stroke motorcycles. People wore masks to try to filter out the filth, and the whining left us on edge.